Eat my cookie. I know that you wanna taste my cookie, it's so yummy.
Today, Michael, we're going to be making some homemade, delicious chocolate chip cookies.
But Lauren, I don't know how to cook.
Well, I'll teach you, don't worry. So the first step is always to wash your hands so you have complete cleanliness. Because whenever you cook, you have to make sure you don't have any of your hand germs go into this food.
Gotcha.
Alright, so what you're going to need for this, you're going to need your basic chocolate chips, your 2 kinds of sugar, brown and white sugar, 3 eggs, 1½ teaspoons of salt and baking soda, a pound of butter, and 6 cups of sifted flour. The first step in any baking process is to preheat the oven. So you're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to actually prepare the dough. So you're going to take your pound of butter, you're going to put it into this mixing bowl. You're going to take both cream or sugars. You're going to put that into the mixing bowl as well. Then you're going to turn the mixer on and you're going to start creaming the dough. Alright, so after you have creamed all your ingredients, what you're going to do, you're going to add your eggs, vanilla, flour, baking soda, and salt. You're going to add your eggs in one at a time, and you're going to put it into a small bowl just to make sure that you don't break any of the eggs shells. Well, then you're going to wash your hands just if you have any extra egg on you. Alright, so for my vanilla, I don't really measure it out. I kind of just eyeball how much vanilla. Well, you really do here. It's how much vanilla you would want. So if you want more vanilla, you just add more. If you don't want like a lot of vanilla, you just leave it out. You just have to make sure that you sift the flour just to make sure it's nice and fluffy and not as heavy and gross as it would be if you did not sift your flour. You're going to add about half a cup of flour into your mixture at a time, just so you don't get that poof when you turn on the mixer. So after you make your cookie dough, what you're going to do, you're going to finally add your 3 pounds of chocolate chips. 3 pounds may seem like a lot, but it makes your cookies taste delicious. You're going to do this in batches because otherwise it won't evenly spread throughout the cookie dough. Alright, so after you add your chocolate chips into your cookie dough, what you're going to do, you're going to put them onto the tray. For your actual cooking process, what I do, I actually use an ice cream scoop level for the cookie dough. You could use 2 spoonfuls, but I find this to be much more enjoyable. So what you're going to do, you're going to put 5 to a tray. You're going to arrange them basically in a box and then 1 cookie in the center.
You mean an X?
Sure, an X. And then what you're going to do, since this tray is not hot, if it was hot you would obviously use an oven mitt. You're going to throw it into the oven until you can lift the pan horizontal and the center of the cookie does not move. Alright, so what we do, remember we check them, put them horizontal. The middle of the cookie does not slide and they're done, and then you place them on a cooling rack for about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so after your cookies have cooled down for about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to put 2 on a plate. And you're going to serve it with a tall glass of milk. And there you have your delicious cookies.
Need me some love and come and eat my cookie. Need me some love and come and